master lives above them all. Sleepy, that's subtle. Evening, thought you never handless can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come.
Kyle Corbin center street.
Here we come. Here we come.
One more time, Cleveland, make some noise for your Cleveland Cavaliers!
So Ty Lue, you know, imploring his team to get off to a much better start. Cavaliers have been outscored by about 5 points a game in the first quarters, with several double digits setbacks that they've had to overcome, including the 16-pointer against Atlanta here Sunday afternoon. So see if they can get off to that quicker start that we've been accustomed to them getting out to in prior seasons. Our Honey starting out for the Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon, the reigning Rookie of the Year, along with sharpshooting Tony Snell. Doesn't get to the line a lot. Chris Middleton has a 40-point-plus game this season. He can shoot it. Giannis Antetokounmpo, we talked about him, and the shot-blocking-minded John Henson, who can score on the block for head coach Jason Kidd, who once upon a time was told by Magic Johnson, he says the biggest challenge you'll have is to make sure you don't judge players to be like you were. But he's turned into a heck of a head coach with 164 wins so far, and certainly has a team appearing to be destined to be in one of those top 4 spots in the Eastern Conference, I would think, AC.
Yeah, I would think they are, Fred. I mean, I picked this team to be in the top 4 right from the day one of the season. So, you know, they have a little bit more maturing to do. But when Parker gets back, this team will be ready to roll.
Yeah, Jabari Parker out with the torn ACL. They expect him back perhaps by the end of the year. He's already been practicing with the team, but they don't want to take any chances. He's torn that ACL in that same knee twice. So like the Cavaliers with Isaiah Thomas, they want to be extra careful, making sure that he is 100%. Same on the Cavs side with IT. So Henson will jump it up, along with LeBron, who's been in the jump circle last handful of games. Easily won by Henson. We're underway. Glad you're aboard here on Fox Sports Ohio. Our officials, Mike Callahan, the crew chief, along with Scott Twardowski and Gary Zielinski. Antetokounmpo, the pull forward, goes right to the rack.
Well, see, the one thing you have to do, you're going to have to communicate. If you switch, you got to communicate, and once you switch, that is your man. You can't think about it as somebody else's man.
Kevin Love floats, blocked by Henson, a goaltend, so give K. Love the bucket.
They're doing a good job of coming down the middle of the defense, taking advantage of that. Giannis, again, you come off that pick, get there a step late, and you're going to pay against this young man. And you got to get there quickly.
Antetokounmpo certainly handles most of their offense. One did that a year ago. LeBron James, though, on the pickpocket to the backside against Brogdon, and he draws that foul.
Well, LeBron, that was a smart move there. I mean, he did a good job. Of kind of waiting for Giannis to get into his move and then take the steal. He's dribbling. He sees him dribbling too much, and he knows that once he gets cut off, he wants to reverse his steal, and he was there for the steal.
LeBron, number 18 all-time in steals. That puts him 97 away from Kevin Garnett. So he's on target to pass him late this season.
And see, a lot of that, Fred, comes from understanding of how you're going to play defense.
Yep.
If your defensive mindset is to turn a guy and don't let him turn, now you can anticipate the turn and make a steal like that.
Yep, 5 guys on a link chain, right?
Exactly right.
That's why you have game plans. You got to follow it through. Kevin Love, a near steal. He was held that time by Henson. So a couple of costly turnovers here for Milwaukee early. Sloppiness anyway.
Yep. Again, anticipation. There's the pass. It was almost like Love anticipated the pass more than their player did because Love was in position to receive it.
Yeah, it's like the play was called for him.
Right.
And a holding foul, so a couple of quick whistles here.
Yep, well, the Cavaliers are doing just what they should do. Attack this team. Love came down the middle for a shot. LeBron draws a foul under the basket. Attack this team. They do not have, they score in the paint, but they give up a lot in the paint.
They're very long, but you want to get into their bodies. JR sends it and hits a good-looking aggressive shot.
I told him before the game, shoot what you feel.
Yep.
If you feel it, shoot it. That's your game.
I know you did. You felt it all the time.
Well, even when I didn't feel it.
Here comes Henson and a double clutch. And the Cavaliers again force a turnover as Kevin Love blanketed him.
Well, he stayed on his feet that time. He didn't leave his feet, so he was able to keep his balance on it, making a good defensive play. Did a good job. He stayed down right on his feet there that time, able to stay in front of the defender.
JR again. Shoot what he feels.
Yeah, shoot what you feel.
Oh, that'll be on our Basketball My Way app.
Oh, yeah, that's on page 1 of the shooter's manual.
9-2. You just turned it down to say what you feel, right? Chris Middleton. That was pestered. Good D by JR. Here comes Derrick Rose. Guys would love to get off to a dominating first quarter start. Milwaukee very long with likes of Henson and Adetokounmpo out there. Kevin Love got away from trouble. Tried to get it to the opposite corner, J.R. Smith. Crowder stayed after it. Somehow, Cavs keep it. Crowder on the block. Short shot clock blocked by Adetokounmpo and threw it away.
That is a long man there. His length is unbelievable. Whoa.
And he scoots inside. The other night against Detroit, he dunked it and he took off outside the dotted line, so about 13 feet away from the bucket and punched it with left hand.
And easily, probably very easy.
Kevin Love, harassed by Brogdon. Kevin Love came to the ball. Snell pushed him from behind, so early foul trouble for the Bucks.
Well, the Cavs are moving the ball well, too, which is good. They're looking for guys that are post-up positions. But the young man has such a long reach, there's not much you can do in there when you get him like that. You got to try to head fake and get into his body.
LeBron turned the corner. Drops off to Kevin Love.
Yeah, there you go.
It. And another foul. John Henson bit it. And the Cavaliers in the bonus. And we're a little more than 2.5 minutes into the game.
Moving without the ball and using what you have. That time he used the head fake. He got him a bird, goes to the line, he gets 2 shots. Good pass by LeBron, good cut to the basket, good catch. Got him a bird, goes to the line.
So K-Love for a couple. Went to the Cleveland Clinic the other day, just didn't feel right. He says it never really felt that way, and so he had it checked out.
Yeah, I don't blame him. When you have a foreign feeling, that'll make you do that.
Elkin Oak injury report brought to you by Elkin Oak. Jabari Parker talked about him and his rehab from the ACL. Tristan Thompson told me the other night he's getting better, and Isaiah Thomas, IT, continues to work on the courts.
I'll tell you one, I was watching the other day. He had to hit 19 out of 20 shots going around the top of the key. I mean, really fluid motion. He's starting to feel it now. You can see it.
Perfect rotation with his shot, Isaiah Thomas. Can't wait till he gets back on the floor. Rockman sends it and hits that 3 ball. He's really improved that part of his game. And he wasn't bad a year ago, 40%, but even better now at 46.
Right.
Kind of a set shot. 11-7. Love came to the ball at the elbow. JR behind the back. Crowder double clutch. Off the mark. Rebound to the green shirts. Here comes Chris Middleton. Had to give it up because of JR's defense. Brogdon very strong at the point guard spot with good size. Off the screen. He hit it 2 in a row for Brogdon outside the arc.
Yeah, he had really come on strong, Fred. Winning that Rookie of the Year really got his confidence at another level.
Derrick Rose weaving and bobbing and scoring. Derrick Rose.
That speed racer to the hoop.
13-10. Here comes Adetokounmpo.
Well, he just attacks you, doesn't he?
Yep. Don Maker can hit that 3. Missed it though. Maker Maker, very big and very long at 7'1", but has three-point range. Rose switched upon by his former teammate Tony Snell. LeBron wants to post up. Instead, the ball sails out of bounds off Crowder. So the Bucks get it back. First Cavalier turnover. Milwaukee's coughed it up 4 times.
They're trying to get the ball to Crowder.
Pass inside to Thon Maker, and he nursed it home. He gives him 5 points a game in his second year. The first 5 years of his life in South Sudan, and then his family moved to Australia. He really considers himself an Australian. That's where he basically grew up. And over the back foul, Middleton, so Crowder goes to the line.
See, this team is very anxious on the defensive end of the floor. So if you move without the ball, you're going to get those type of fouls because they're really trying to be aggressive on the defensive end. All he did was just turn and go to the basket. Middleton goes over the back, 2 shots.
Saw the "you got to be kidding me" look on the face of Jason Kidd. Crowder, one more coming. Of course, JR and Iman Shumpert were teammates of Jay Kidd in New York, and they used to marvel at the fact that Kidd was always 3 or 4 steps ahead of the play. And many times in late game situations, he would call out the opponent's play as it was happening live, not during a timeout.
Well, that's when you know you're on the right page, because when I was in high school, we would do that to a lot of teams because we knew their plays better than they knew.
Brogdon gets the wrap. Short though. Heavy track and rebound attempts. Ball goes out of bounds off Kevin Love. Thon Maker, 10th overall pick in the 2016 draft. There was a lottery selection for them. That's where a loose ball foul and Maker over the back. Antetokounmpo. Tough ball away. Came up short. Excellent defense by J.R. Smith.
But that's his move. He wants to reverse every time. Yep. You cut him off, he's going to reverse so you can get that steal.
He's improved as a fadeaway jump shooter. LeBron forced to switch on Brogdon, who's 6'5". LeBron goes baseline. Tried to shovel to Love. Deflected by Milwaukee. Either Gary Zielinski was signaling Cavalier ball or pulling up his sock. I couldn't tell. But he showed it went off the leg. But J.R. Smith hitting his first 2 field goals. Swish is back tonight.
Porzingis puts it on the floor, drives across the lane, tough shot. Answer for the cutter. Porzingis down Broadway. Porzingis fires off glass and hits with ease. Whoa, way outside. Has to trade. Dribble pass inside. Blocked by Porzingis. Rejected by Porzingis. Here's Porzingis. And the guard erupted with the pulls the trigger. Got it! In the open court. The Beard all the way to the bucket for 2 more.
Martin, lob pass over Clint for the soft.
There he is with another assist.
Harden from way outside. That was about 3 feet beyond the arc.
James Harden now with 56.
T-shirts, so we got the whole crew passing out. If the Huntington T-shirts off.
A gap of 3 early on for the Cavaliers on the plus side of things. Let's give you our Taco Bell take. And we're talking about the Bucks in the trading department. As John Horst, their new general manager, makes his first deal. Acquiring Eric Bledsoe from Phoenix, along with 4 Greg Monroe and a first-round pick with protection. What do you think of that swap on the surface?
Well, I think on the surface, I like it for the Bucks.
Bledsoe, point guard, but he'll probably play a combo guard. J.R. Smith again. His best quarter period to start this season.
If JR comes out of his slump, this team will be starting to take off, Fred. They've really missed the points from that two-guard position.
Jason Terry out there, 40 years of age. Well, they feed off JR so much.
Oh, yes, they do.
Brogdon had to give it up. Threw it away. Off the mark and a skidding out-of-bounds pass.
It's amazing what aggressive defense will do for making the offensive team have problems. It speeds them up, and it forces them into turnovers just like that.
18-12. Lou talked to JR, said, just shoot it. Don't think about it. We want you taking those shots. I know you're facilitating and being unselfish. Take the shots like Derrick Rose did as he missed it.
No time to think out there. You have to. It has to be reaction. You do all your preparation before the game.
Antetokounmpo gave it up. Snell jumps. He's got a good clean stroke, doesn't he, Tony Snell? 51% as a three-ball shooter to start this campaign.
3 points.
He came over for the Bulls. And the Michael Carter Williams deal. Bucks certainly won that one. 18-15. LeBron sizes up Maker and flicks it home for 2.
Yeah, well, he knew that, you know, the first thing that Maker was going to do was back off of him. So all he did was took the shot that he gave him.
LeBron's first shot so far. Cavaliers lead by a handful. Stolen by Kevin Love. Foot race with Thon Maker. He's got Rose with him. K-Love expected a foul. Put it down. And a whistle.
The second time K-Love has made a steal on that play. This time he gets the opportunity to get to the basket. He anticipated the pass, lazy pass. Good job of shearing the defender off. An opportunity for a three-point play.
When you got a shot, when you got a shot blocker on your back like that, what does he think as he goes to the hole?
Well, the first one thing you want to do is make sure you get your rear end into him.
Hey,
you want to feel the body, and once you feel the body, now you can figure out how far you have to stretch to make the shot. And he did a good job of getting the rear end to the body.
Man,
I know. I'm sorry for that.
Even now, get his rear end, folks. What can I say?
Tell Beth I'm just getting warmed up. I'm not gonna do anything to harm you.
23-15 as the Cavs with their biggest early lead. Got a Cavalier foul.
But see, I like that foul because that Jay is up on him and Jay is aggressive with him, and you can do that. You have to make offensive players uncomfortable.
First Cavalier foul. Matthew Dellavedova checks in. Delly coming off the bench these days. Started quite a bit a year ago. Antetokounmpo.
Yep.
So lesser of two evils with him. You can't take away everything.
You got him shooting over the top. That's a win.
LeBron rim running against Antetokounmpo. Looking for a cutter. On the back down. Antetokounmpo very aggressive defensively. Oh, LeBron lost him. For 2! The Greek freak has been schooled.
LeBron James, shake him, young man, down in the low post.
I'm sure Antetokounmpo will put that into the memory bank.
Oh, yeah, remember that one.
Maker sends it for 3. Good stroke. Maker has 5. These two teams are 29th and 30th. Cavaliers are 30th in defensive opponent three-point percentage. Another pass over the top to Crowder out of bounds. So second Cavs miscue. Look at this move, though.
They did a good job of making him think he wanted to turn back inside and turn back around.
A little MJ shoulder shrug to sell it, didn't he? Got a Kevin Love foul. And that shot, obviously, you can't defend that.
No, you can't, because the one thing he did was he got the defender to put all his weight to the middle of the court, and then you go from there. You see where Crowder gets called for the foul there up front.
They string out.
Love, I'm sorry.
Delly, weak side pitch. Rebound to Kevin Love. Kevin's off to a good start. Rose attacking Delly.
No, looked like he got bumped.
Here comes Dellavedova. On the hard push to Antetokounmpo. That's always trouble.
Ooh, it's hard to stop him. He's just too long once he gets down that low.
Especially in the open floor. Take a timeout. Good one here. Cavaliers lead by 5.
Fans, you can play Deal or No Deal right from your seat. Guess the case that's holding the $100 Key Possibilities gift card by texting K, E, Y, or P for the key symbol to 720-720 for your chance to win. Now, to play KeyBank's Deal or No Deal, here's Nicole.
Thank you so much, Sean. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Master Sergeant Hannah of the United States Army. He is about to compete in Deal or No Deal. We want you to win a lot of money. You've been in the military for over 31 years, so go ahead, pick the case that you think has the most money in it, Master Sergeant.
The key.
He's picking the key, so we will find out in a moment what is in Constance's case. All right, let's try to find the case that has $50. Pick a case.
E.
He's going with the E. Olivia, open your case. $100 is off the board. You're off to a pretty good start, Master Sergeant. Let's try to find the case with the $50.
K for kilo.
He's going for the K. Open your case. $200 is off the board. Okay. This is where it gets really fun. We have $50 and we have $500 up on the board. Sir Cece is in the house with Ahmad. They're willing to make an offer for you right now. Go ahead, Ahmad.
Sir Cece is offering you $285.
Wow.
I mean,
The decision is yours. I already heard him say no deal. But Cavalier fans, what should he do? They're saying no deal. He is saying no deal.
he said no deal?
He said no deal.
Oh, okay.
He wants to press his luck. So he's going to find out what is in the key case. Constance, show him what he's won.
Yes!
$500, but Master Sergeant Hannah, you've been in the military for 31 years, 6 months, 4 days. Because it's Hoops for Troops night, we are going to double that. You are going home with $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Master Sergeant Hannah of the United States Army.
Welcome back to the Q. Cavs lead the Bucks by 5 here in the first quarter, and as easy as it is to get caught in the moment from the outside looking in, the Cavs, with their early season struggles, sitting now right at 4-6. From a player's perspective, that's not exactly how it works. They know they can't become prisoners of the moment, especially when it comes to reaching their potential expectation. Even the Hall of Famers standing outside the lines now will tell you that.
For Cleveland, they have new pieces too, and as much as we wanted to instantly hit, sometimes you have to, be patient, and I think understanding that they're patient over there and they're not in a rush, but they, everybody would like to play better, from us to them and to anyone else in this league. You want to play better and become consistent quickly so that you know what you have.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, Fred, is you have to have patience and you have to understand what you've done. They've added 6 new players. It takes a while for all that to become cohesive.
Baker gave it up. You saw the block shot by Adetokounmpo. Terry flatlined it. And a loose ball reach-in foul on Thon Maker.
Well, they're just hacking. LeBron coming down full steam, but the long arm of Adetokounmpo, hard to beat.
That 7'4" wingspan. His hands are 12 inches from the top to the bottom. His hands are bigger than Wilt Chamberlain's used to be.
Yes.
As an example, Kawhi Leonard, who has big mitts, and his hands are larger than.
What do you think about it? Chamberlain was his size, height-wise almost. And look at the difference in the athletes now that has changed from when Chamberlain was there to what he is now. I mean, it's amazing.
Wow, that's incredible. LeBron had clearly the angle, and he was able to avoid the contact.
I mean, you look at Wilt Chamberlain and you look at Giannis, and it's amazing how the athlete has changed over the years.
Yeah, great point. So K-Love now with 9 points so far. He has at the line 9 of 9. Milwaukee has not gotten there yet. And a defensive 3-second violation, so they get there now. On a technical free throw.
Defensive 3-second violation on the Cavaliers.
No sooner do they say they haven't gotten to the line. The words weren't even into the stratosphere yet.
Exactly, and boom.
Boom. I mean, seriously. So Delly hits the first. Got married to his fiancée Anna in the offseason.
Yeah. And it's interesting. When Delly was here, they would never have him shoot the free throw, technical free throw. But now he's improved his free throw shooting. to be able to take that shot.
He hasn't taken a lot this year, but 90% so far. Now Plummer checks in. I'm sure the Bucks are all the way. Make sure you know where 26 is. As we showed you at the top of the telecast, remind you, had 3 big plays in the third quarter to help the Cavs win the prior game. Maker is off the mark.
Oh, he likes to fire that baby up there. Oh, Cavs fall asleep on the rebound.
Ron couldn't control it. Antetokounmpo pumps. Front ironed it. Rebound to Dwayne Wade, who